got Doherty as we head across the line. It's a 16.1. He does beat Akers, but only the smallest margins. Connor crosses the line with a 15.9. Great lap time from him. Ghost puts in P4 only, and we've still got drivers coming in thick and fast. Aaron Dominguez is handing that DRS wide open and coming across the line. Sam Coral puts it to the top of the times. Aaron Dominguez only puts it into P2. Sam Coral on visual pole. Ferrens takes it away with a 15.250. Can anybody else beat it? Who's on runs behind?
Tixit is coming up to the line now, and he only goes P5. Who else is left? Exotic, Nanu, Raxi, what's he doing as he navigates the final corner? All sorts of squirrely business on the race. Raxi up to the line, can he deny? Oh, P2, not quite, but yeah, what a qualifying session. I love those sessions when it gets dry at the end. It is so satisfying to watch.
For Formula Zero Racing as the silence breaks and the battle begins. Ferrens doesn't get away well. Raxi capitalising down to turn number 1 and with the inside line takes the lead of the race. The reigning champion. Ferrens under pressure by Exotic in behind on the route down to turn number 3. But Raxi with an absolutely fantastic start. Aaron Dominguez going around the outside of Sound Coral. It's a fantastic move from Aaron Dominguez, but Sound Coral holds it around the outside, has the inside line for turn number 5 and makes it stick. What a move from Sound Coral. Fantastic defending from the Mercedes, but what a start from Raxi. It's Ferrens in P2 and Exotic in P3. And keeps Exotic behind, but he's looking to put that pressure on. As what have you seen?
Exotic has been tapped by Sound Coral, I believe, just in the braking zone. He's still in the train, but Exotic down to P7.
Not ideal for Exotic. He was putting that pressure on, tap from behind. Ferrens is on the harder compound of tyres, so probably is struggling to the cars behind, but this time is actually very close to the rear of Raxi into the inside line. At turn number 1, Ferrens makes the move, and what a move it was. Oh, Tixie looking to the outside. It's very tricky. Oh, wow. Switch back. JTK goes way too deep. And here comes Adjoman to pick up the scraps in the Aston Martin. Bit of contact made between the pair. And here comes vojtazluva down the inside to follow suit. Great move from vojtazluva to get past at the final corner. Chris Pilakoris also trying to make a move and spinning behind. Liam Doherty by himself just goes around our turn number 14. And that is damage for LB.
Two cars. Yeah.
Wow, vojtazluva and JTK going round, and vojtazluva getting straightened up at turn number 2. That's a huge crash between the pair. Oh, who's that in front? I think that's Ghost. Must have went round at turn number 1. Tixie gets a 3-second time penalty. That's a huge mistake from Tixie, and that could cost him at the end of the race. But so far, pit stops coming in, everything shaking through the order. Tixie trying to fight through the order as well. vojtazluva, Ghost ahead of them, and then they've not stopped. JTK hasn't stopped. I thought he had to. Oh, that's going wrong. That's vojtazluva in the wall.
Yeah, I saw him going then. It was like slow motion. But yeah, Vojta's round, and that is damage, and that is probably, unfortunately, his chance of points over with the grid being so stacked.
So about 1.9 seconds to Aaron Dominguez on 2-lap newer, harder compound tyres.
About 4 cars in action here.
As there is Chris Pilakoris trying to make a move on his fresher, harder compound tyre, looking to the inside of Adjoman. He goes side by side on the outside line. He's got to swoop that position surely, but he's still side by side with Adjoman, who gets back ahead. He's now actually fighting Connor.
Yeah, that's safety car. That's going to be a safety car.
That's a huge crash.
Yeah.
Huge crash at turn number 5. There's carbon fibre absolutely everywhere. And that's Connor's debut for season 12. We're going to get going on lap number 15. It's going to be a 14-lap shootout to the line. And to be honest, I'd say Aaron Dominguez is probably in favour of the strategy, to be honest. But here we go around the final 2 corners as Ferrens will break the beam and get going once again in the V-cab. He gets that foot down on the route down to turn number 1 and flies away from the pack. And the gap already 5/10 for seconds. Anybody close enough behind? Raxi right on the rear of Nanu, but cannot dive to the inside line. Everybody following suit in the long train all the way down to Ghost in P18. As Bove's already made a mistake and out of the train already at the back. That's
yeah,
Funderino.
An Exotic as well.
And Caden Conway, yeah, here we go with Caden Conway flying through the odd exotic, also trying to follow suit and get past Tixie, but both on the medium compact tyres need to get that early advantage of grip. Robin Brain also making up a place on D in P9 and making it up. And let's see what pressure he could apply in the final stint. Can he do it today? All depends on if he can maybe get through on Al Ramirez on the route down to turn number 11. But Exotic makes a move on Tixie down for P6. But on the route down to turn number 11, diving to the inside line. Nanu is trying to make this move on Al Ramirez on the medium compound tyres with the extra overhaul of grip. He finally gets through and now can try and close into Ference in P1. But that could be a crucial move for Nanu in P2. And Nanu could be under pressure yet again from Aaron Mingles, who might look to get back through on the route down to turn number 9. Is looking around the outside line. Yeah, there goes Aaron Mingles. Raxi looming in the mirrors in the Aston Martin. The reigning champion got a fantastic run as Nanu goes very, very deep and flies through, does Raxi. And so does Caden Conway in the Williams. And fantastic move from Caden Conway. Flies through on Nanu, and Nanu all the way down to 5th. But loses 7 attempts to Raxi in P2. But what a first race from the reigning champion.
Down the inside of the Sauber there of D, and he's absolutely clattered into him, and that sent him spinning.
But here we go, Tixie's round. As mentioned in Tixie, he spun it at turn number 2 on his return to FZR, and that is going to be a pointless answer as that fella off of as we head into the final stages. Exotic really looking aggressive to try and close in on Raxi and get on that podium. But I think this is all about the chase to Ference in P1 as there goes Raxi on Aaron Mingles. I think he knows that Exotic might be looking to make a move, so it's probably good to protect himself from Exotic down in P4 and get up to P2. But Raul Aaron Mingles went very deep yet again. I think it's... Yeah, I think also Aaron Mingles is struggling because every time that happens, it's when he gets in the dirty air on the exit of turn number 10 and when he just gets overtaken. So I think it's a bit of a shock to him.
1.1, 1.0, are they going to be in the DRS for this lap?
For Ference, Raxi, Aaron Mingles, Exotic, this top 4 are going to be fighting for this race win. 4 laps to go, 4 drivers in contention, and it's Ference getting overtaken by Raxi. Aaron Mingles in the mirrors, trying to get through as well, and they're both going to the inside line as there's Ference off the track, and Exotic goes through on the route to turn number 11 and to the inside line of Aaron Mingles. Exotic going for both the moves and up to P2. Raxi in the lead, Exotic climbing into P2. What a lap on that 25, and he's still all to play for. Yeah, is this going to be possible? They're going to have to get... Oh, who's that in the background? That's Ference. Pole sitter Ference into the wall. Has he got a puncture on the mediums? But that was a huge spin and obviously a huge lack of grip. And that is Ference after leading a fantastic race out of contention. Flying out front woman.
JTK just clipping the rear there of Nanu. He gets past him, Adjo Man as well, going for the move. And Nanu's not going to be too happy about that one. But yeah, we're on lap 27, lap 28 now of 29. It is the penultimate lap. D and Soundcore having a lovely little battle here for the final points position. And D makes that move. Huge moment for Nanu. He's got... Oh, no! He was spinning for about 20 minutes there, yeah?
Oh my days, that was
Aaron Mingles, what is going on? Aaron Mingles round. He's down to P4. What is going on at the end of this race? Exotic looks like he's going to get P2. Raxi's pretty much won the race. Caden Conway, it's going to be a Williams double podium if Aaron Mingles can't get past Caden Conway here. And Chris Spillacoris is going to get P5.
Absolutely. Crown champion at the final round in Brazil. He took it away from 2-time champion Jensen Rausen, and with a whole new grid thrown at him to try and take it away from more Raxi dominance in Season 12 Round 1, Raxi finds himself at the top of the podium once again. What a race from Raxi. He denies all the newcomers and establishes dominance once again. The Aston Martin wins the Grand Grand Prix. Aaron Ramirez takes P2, as I don't know what's happened to Exotic now on the final lap, but Aaron Ramirez takes P2 on debut and fights his way back up after that penultimate lap incident. Exotic takes P3. Caden Conway nurses those old 17-lap-old medium tyres and takes P4. What a race from P18 on the grid.